Hello everyone, my name's Tom and welcome to Coport. Today we are going to be taking a look at this Gameboy Pocket that I've bought on eBay. Let's take a look now. So, it was claimed as broken, but we're going to have a look and we are going to see. From memory, the description just said, broken, not working. So we'll have a look and see what it is. It did come with a game. It's one of these 55 in 1, completely legitimate type ones. You know the talk. One of these. So let's get some batteries in and find out what's going on. Make sure you put them in the right way around. And nothing, completely dead. Okay, let's get this open and find out what's going on. These Game Boys, they use these, I forget what they're called, like Y-shaped, three-pronged Phillips, whatever they're called. They're not Phillips, but you know what I mean. Okay, that's all screws out. Let's see if we can see anything obvious on the circuit board. Right, that should make it a little bit easier for us all to see. Okay, so the first thing I see is around this terminal here. Definite signs of corrosion, but it doesn't look to have gone too far. It is just around this battery terminal here. I think what we'll do is we'll get this board out, which now switches to a sort of regular Phillips type screw, and we'll see what's going on underneath. Yeah, this will lift out. So what I'll do is I'll disconnect this ribbon cable. That's for the screen behind. Okay, turn around. There's no obvious signs of damage or corrosion on this side of the board. I think what I might do is might get the bench power supply, clip it onto these battery terminals with 3 volts, and we'll see if we can trace the voltage. Skeptical about this switch. It feels... oh yeah, that switch just doesn't feel very positive. There's no click to it. Let's give it a go. Right, we are set up with 3 volts and a maximum of 1 amp. So which is which on these? This is the positive side. And this is the negative side. And we've still no light on the front doing that. That is providing 3 volts. There's no shorts or anything because the power supply is not doing anything. In fact, it's not drawing any current whatsoever. So I think what we'll do next is we'll get the multimeter out and we'll see if we've got any voltage anywhere. So we're on volts DC. I'll keep this on the ground here and we should have 3 volts there, which is what we need. So I guess what I'm wondering is, do we have anything up on this switch here? Three volts on this side. Anything here? Not really. Anything on this one? Not really. Anything on this one? Not really. And that is... if we just look at the case, that is in the off position right now If we switch over to this side, this should now be on. So do we get power? Through here, which is where we had it. Basically nothing there. Basically nothing there. And also nothing there. Okay, so I think the issue we've got is this switch needs replacing. Right, I'm going to take that away and I am going to see if we can find one on eBay or something. And I'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks for watching for now. Alright, it's now a few days later. I'm back and I have this, which if you can't see it, is a replacement switch. Now, it does look a little bit different. It's definitely got a smaller switch thing, and then rather than actually having leads coming out of it, it's got these pads. But it does look like it'll work, so I think I'm going to give it a go. Just got to think the best way to lift this off. I think I'll get the hot air gun on it and just see if we can lift it off. So let's do that. It's starting to go. There we go, we're off. Right, we shall get that cleaned up with a little bit of IPA. Good. I think we've managed to get away without melting anything. It doesn't look like there's too much old solder on there either, so I will get the soldering iron out and we shall flow this. Get this flowing. Right, I'm just going to put a bit of flux on here just to help it flow. Put a bit on each of these pads. That'll just help the solder flow to where it needs to be. Next we'll take this new switch, which must go this way around. Align this with all the pads. Seems to go about there. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So I'm going to start by putting these corner pieces in. And then we'll make sure this is aligned again. Just again by heating this back up. Getting a bit of solder on there to aid the heat transfer. Yeah, I think that looks good. There we go. I know I've still got the actual pads to do, but before I do that, I just want to check it mechanically in the case. That's okay. So what we'll do is we'll just pop this back in, roughly, well, exactly where it goes, which is there. Check that this switch is going to do what it should do. Okay, I think that should work. Right, let me get this connected up. The rest of these pins then. Good stuff. There we go. And that should be a working switch. So just clean that up a bit. And we'll reassemble. Let's zoom out. Okay, that's in. Feel the buttons underneath. They'll feel good. Right, let's get some of these screws in. Now from memory, it's these ones that have got the circles around it. I think it's this one. This one. And this one. I have one more screw. Where does that go? Possibly there? No, that was one of the big ones, I think. Oh, sorry, no, the other screw I've got is one of the external ones. Just put it in the wrong place. There we go. That is everything. So I'll swap back to the trident of a screwdriver. But before we do that, we need to pop this ribbon cable back in for the display. There we go, push that in. And click. And on this side, click. There we go. If that's in, the board's in. Need to make sure we put the power switch back in. And for some reason I found this the most fiddly part. There we go, that's on there. Ooh, it does look like it's just getting it, but it's sort of missing it actually. Let's get back together and see how this works. Have the back. It definitely feels like it's got a positive click, so we'll get it screwed together. I think it might just need this top piece on for back piece on for stability. Right, batteries. And that seems to power on. with low contrast, which is this wheel. So get that something like that. Right, no logo on the screen, that's because there's no game. Oh yes. Let's see if it works. I know, Super Mario Land. Or not. Let's try starting again. But all the buttons seem to work. The power switch is definitely working now, which is brilliant. I'm not sure about this game though. We have Nintendo, and then it starts. Whoa. Sure, yeah. I mean, it certainly seems to be working. Okay, that's a good sign. Good sign. Next thing is, I'm sure you've noticed this missing its surround. So I'm just going to clean this up with a bit of IPA as best we can. But I have, whilst I was ordering that button, ordered a new one of these, so we're going to try and get this stuck on. We'll clean this up. So I'm not sure this is lifting all the glue residue, but it's certainly making it a little cleaner. And we have this, which is the one with the power light. It's for the Gameboy Pocket. So fingers crossed, once the IPA is dried off, give that a second. I think this should be adhesive. Yeah, so this should just push onto here. Put some pressure around the edge. And then we'll peel off the protective layer. And there we are, we've got some brand new screen gloss on there. It looks great. Oh, except brilliant. Well, if you enjoyed this fix, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.